They pioneered that concept of the domestic supercar, building the car that the factory would not dare build.
It can be easy to miss from the inconspicuous exterior, but just off Alpine Road in Loves Park lies the company that altered the history of performance cars forever. NicKey Performance created the supercar genre, pioneering what was possible for the biggest and baddest muscle cars. Stefano Bimbi continues NicKey's legacy to this day, building 1,000-horsepower monsters and continuing the NicKey tradition of the supercar.
What we do here is we build and tune our NicKey branded performance vehicles. The NicKey Chevrolet brand started in 1923 as a Chevy dealership and ultimately became General Motors' largest Chevy car and trucks dealership, as well as the largest parts seller.
From humble beginnings as a Chevrolet dealer in Chicago, NicKey began pioneering the supercar in 1967 with the newest Camaro. Placing an engine intended for Chevy's Corvette into the Camaro, NicKey's modified cars took off, attracting nationwide attention.
NicKey got their first shipment of Camaros in August or September of 1966. Within a couple of months, the whole world knew what could be done and what was being done. So another dealership could certainly copy what NicKey did, but they pioneered that concept of the domestic supercar, building the car that the factory would not dare build, packaging it together and selling it to the public and getting it homologated for drag racing.
NicKey Chicago ceased operations in 1977. Over 20 years later, Bimbi, a Chicago native and car enthusiast, learned of an opportunity to purchase the brand.
When I found out who owned the trademarks and that they were available to potentially be purchased, I pursued them. It took me a little while, but we finally pursued and bought the trademarks, and then we started to build cars.
With Bimbi's purchase of the brand, a new iteration of NicKey Performance, was born. Originally headquartered in St. Charles, Bimbi moved the shop to Loves Park in 2019, partially based on a tip from his soon-to-be neighbor at Good Boys Auto Care Center. To this day, Bimbi's NicKey Performance keeps the brand alive and thriving, building and tuning vintage and modern vehicles for customers across the country. Though the Camaro is set to be discontinued following the 2024 model year, Bimbi says he has no plans to slow down.
I don't think we'll have a gas-burning Camaro coupe coming back anytime soon. I think we may have an EV SUV with the Camaro brand on it, but it's not the same thing. So I'm bummed out, but we're going to have plenty of business to last for a long, long time.